Amber Heard has been involved in another legal battle since losing the defamation case against her ex-husband Johnny Depp. She is being looked into on suspicion of perjury in Australia in 2015. The Australian government appears to have had enough and is about to issue Amber one last warning. Amber and Johnny are called before the court for a hearing. Will she be sentenced to jail time for perjury? The Australian government has investigated Amber Heard since she committed perjury in 2015, so stay tuned to learn more about their decision. They are now attempting to extradite Johnny Depp and Amber Heard to Australia for one last trial because, if they don't, Amber Heard will not only have destroyed her reputation, but also our country's. Not only endangered Johnny Depp's career by making baseless and outrageous accusations against him, but also by lying under oath in Australia. Historically, the Australian Department of Agriculture has been extremely strict on importing foreign animals, even domestic ones like Heard's 2 teacup Yorkshire dogs. In order to avoid fees and detection, Amber Heard smuggled her 2 dogs into Australia in 2015. A tender quarantine, and she later told a lie under oath in front of an Australian court, blaming her secretary for failing to submit the paperwork. The fired Aquaman actress received only a warning, and fans were outraged. When fans of Amber heard about it, they voiced their opinions on Twitter, asking why it was taking so long when she should have been locked up long ago. Another said they should turn Amber into a model after that. There should be a stop somewhere because she's getting away with it because she's a woman, and the UK should make an example of her for managing to mislead our court as well. Celebrity even more justification for leading by example. One more said that if anything were to happen, they would believe the woman was made of Teflon and that they weren't holding out much hope for her. Required to travel back to Australia for a court hearing, but what if she doesn't? In that case, it would be an intriguing development, and yet another one that we already have. Such adorable animals, as well as significant agriculture and biodiversity sectors in Australia, have been informed that if dogs brought in any disease, they would be put to death for us. This is not paperwork, however. A criminal offence. To the dismay of their owners, but for good reason, thousands of cats and dogs have been quarantined for 30 days in the past and 10 days in the present. Another user expresses how seriously we take the sanctity of our most disease-free country we are, citing how she did not keep them apart, and instead took them to a dog salon. However, the government also enjoys making violators into public figures despite the fact that we are proud of and support the strict laws that our government enforces to protect our flora, fauna, and people. Photos taken soon after the trial. A private Instagram story belonging to Heard was leaked. In it, she was seen making fun of the Australian judge and boasting about bringing her dogs into the country. Australia's own Kate James testified under oath that she not only insisted that Amber Heard declare her dogs, but also that she did so during Depp's libel suit against The Sun. Amber Heard simply refused to submit the paperwork because she did not want her dogs to be quarantined for 10 days, even though she believed it would be necessary. After criticising her antics and the dog smuggling scandal, renowned Australian politician the Honourable Barnaby Joyce thought it would be amusing to poke the proverbial beehive by making fun of him. According to our sources, the government is about to issue an ultimatum to both Johnny Depp and Amber Heard after they responded by placing their foot down. If they refuse to appear in person at Australia's federal court for a hearing on the 2015 dog smuggling incident, they risk a lifetime expulsion from the country, which would be devastating to any actor's career. Korea, Australia is a popular location for filming Hollywood blockbusters, but due to significant government funding and state-of-the-art facilities, major studios are increasingly choosing other countries for their productions. To film in locations outside of traditional Hollywood rather than the eastern states, despite the fact that Johnny Depp must go to court, it is unlikely that this will have an effect on his friendship with Australia. During Johnny Depp's defamation trial against Amber Heard in Virginia, sufficient evidence was presented to show that both dogs belong to. He faces the same legal repercussions as Amber Heard. Amber Heard and the fact that she decided to bring them into Australia against the law in 2015. During the video in which she apologized, Amber gave the impression that she was being dishonest and not taking the situation seriously. This gave the impression that she was disrespecting the situation. Do you believe Amber should face harsh punishment for lying to the Australian government and people? Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe for even more videos.